Hey guys, welcome back to the channel today. Today I'm bringing you episode 6 of Ranking of Kings. And we had a pretty interesting episode today, honestly. We got a lot of information thrown at us and a lot of little interesting tidbits as well that really make us think. So, before we get into that, I just got to say that man, the opening of this show is so good, guys. It's so good. Like even today, I'm in kind of like a rush today a little bit, but I just couldn't bring myself to skip the opening. It's just so good. That and the ending. Just the animation style of the ending really gets me, and then the song of the opening is just so catchy. It's kind of crazy. But hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's just let's dive right in honestly cuz we got a decent amount to talk about in this episode. So, our episode begins where it ended last time with Bojji and Kage in the throne room of this mysterious guy. We don't know who he is. He seems sketchy as hell, by the way, because he's got a really sketchy character design. Let's just say that. So yeah, they're in this throne room with him, and he's just making fun of him the whole time. He's laughing at him. He's having fun with him, but he reveals himself to actually be the king of the underworld, and I have his name written down here. Uh, the king of the underground, Daishi, which is crazy because he's the second highest ranking king in the entire world. Which is wild, because as strong as Boss was, he was only the seventh rank in the world. So this guy's number two. He's technically 5 ranks ahead of him. So to be in front of him is probably a pretty prestigious thing. And of course, Bojji and Kage, they freak out about that. Who wouldn't? Because this is the person they've been wanting to see. So Kage starts begging, but he just looks at Bojji because he doesn't believe in him and says, I can't train this kid. He has no strength. He's got no abilities. He's got no talent. But of course, they keep begging, so he's like, all right, let me see what he can do. And he puts him against his guard captain of the underworld, who is supposedly probably the strongest captain in the world, he says. And they start fighting. He wants to see what Bojji can do. And I gotta say, Bojji does not put up a good fight. He can't do anything. He just can't do anything. And he even mentions that, like, you have no offensive prowess. You can't fight against anyone. And the captain's even flabbergasted, like, I had high expectations for this kid, and what is this? What is this pathetic display? But Kage swears. He swears by Bojji, saying, look at his defense, though. Look at how he can dodge. So, of course, they try again, and the guard captain's given Bojji everything he can. He's given him the runaround and all that, but Bojji's dodging. And I gotta say, this is where his true talents lie. To be a good fighter, you don't necessarily need offense. You just need to be able to outlast your opponent and to dodge their attacks. Look at someone like Floyd Mayweather, for instance. He's one of the best boxers in the world, but I wouldn't say he's an offensive powerhouse. No, he's a point boxer. He'll wear you down and just take all your punches and all that. So you got to think of it this way, that Bojji has something that a lot of other people do not have, you know? I think it's rare to have such strong defense in a fight. Because let's be real, guys. Anyone can throw a punch. Anyone can throw a punch or swing a sword, but not many people can dodge those. So that's a strength that Bojji has, and Kage is pleading with King Daishi to train him. But Daishi does make up a good point, though. He's like, all right, so you can dodge very well. That's good. That's good you can be able to dodge, but how do you take out your opponents? How do you destroy the armor that they have, How do you expect to beat anyone if all you can do is dodge them and if you don't have the abilities to do anything? Which raises a very good point, honestly. And they don't know what to do. So they hand him a letter of recommendation they actually got, but it has the opposite effect. They thought, oh, this would make him train us for sure, but no. Turns out he's disgusted by it, and he throws them out of the throne room to their surprise. So they're outside, and you would think, oh, Bojji is distraught. He doesn't know what to do, but no, his his fucking what's the word for it? His determination is stronger than ever, and he wants to get stronger no matter what, even after that setback. And the guard captain, who he was training with, actually sees that. And he lets them in on a little secret that the person they're looking for actually is not King Desha. It is, in fact, his brother, Prince Despia. So they go off on a journey to start looking for him, which takes them back to the underground. Or it takes them back to the city of the underworld and all that. And they eventually find him, and he is not what they were expecting. King Desha is an ugly dude with a sour disposition, and Prince Despia is, by all intents and purposes, a super pretty boy. A super pretty boy with fucking like a supermodel appearance, and they're just taken aback. But yeah, they eventually found him, so hopefully they can train. He can train him by it, because that's how our episode ends. But we're gonna backtrack a little bit now, because we actually go back and see Prince Daida as well, doing his thing with the mirror. And the mirror is asking him, why would you do this? Because in the previous episode yesterday, we find out that he did not take the elixir that the mirror made for him. He was disgusted by it and disposed of it. And it was in this scene we get a glimpse of why Daida did that. And I don't know if this is true or not, but how I interpreted the scene is he's jealous of Bojji and resents him a bit over the years. Just seeing all the attention that he might have gotten over the years. That's how I interpreted it. I might be wrong on that, but that's how I saw it. That he was just envious and jealous, and he wants to stand on his own merit no matter what, to show people that he is himself is worth it. Which is commendable if you really think about it. But it's at this point that Apis shows up and immediately attacks King Daida, which is crazy. And the mirror is the only reason he didn't just spear him into the wall right then and there. And it's revealed that Apis actually has quite the history with the mirror because of King Boss, who, when he was younger, took him there, and apparently they performed experiments on him. Because the mirror wasn't always the mirror. It actually turns out that the mirror was once a person named, I also wrote this down, was also a person named Lady Maranjo. Lady Maranjo, who apparently lives under the kingdom and worked for the king, doing whatever it is they were doing. It's really a head scratcher, because he asked her, like, why are you in the mirror? And she got very defensive on that. Like, don't ask me that right now. And in that moment, she actually tells him a secret, which we don't know what it is, but she's clearly scheming something. And it shocks Apis to his core. He doesn't know what to say or do. But immediately after that, he knocks out Prince Daida, and they actually force him to drink the elixir that he spilled on the floor. And it is revealed that no, the elixir will not give him strength. It's for another purpose. Which really makes you think, like, what's the mirror's end goal in this? Or Lady Maranjo at this point. What's her end goal? And why is Apis helping her? Because he seemed truly shocked to the core when she told him what she did, or what she was doing. So it must be something very important. So it's really a head scratcher. Like, what's actually going on here? And that's really all that happened in this episode, honestly. There really wasn't too much, but what did happen was quite important. Like, what's Apis's goal in all this? Like, how is he involved in this? Like, what exactly happened all those years ago under the castle? Like, I interpreted it as they experimented on him, but who knows what could have happened, honestly. You know, what was King Boss doing down there, you know? He seemed like an up and up guy, but maybe he was up to more shady stuff than we realize. Because the mirror clearly has these secret goals she's trying to do, but King Boss was associating with her. So why was that? What's that about? You know, a lot of head scratcher things. Like this show's really good at answering some questions and then giving us like five more. Like immediately after. So, what's Lady Maranger's end goal? What's Apis's? What's going to happen to Daida? Will Bojji and Kage be able to learn anything from Prince Despia? We'll have to tune in and find out. But yeah, guys, that's really about it for this episode, honestly. Like I said, there wasn't too much that happened, but what did happen is pretty important, I'd like to believe. And, of course, this has nothing to do with the episode, by the way, but I just wanted to throw this in that I have dubbed a name for my notepad. He will now be referred to as Notepad Coon, the weebest of weebs. Just because why not? You know, I think it's funny. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments what you thought about this episode, you know? I'd say a lot of fairly important stuff happened, you know? Like, what do you think Lady Maranger's end goal really is? And what's Apis's involvement with it, you know? Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't cheat. Don't cheat and watch ahead. But let me know what you think, you know? Because it's kind of a head scratcher. And, oh, I did forget to mention this, actually. It turns out that Bepin really is, like, a good guy who was always looking out for Prince Daida. Because she wanted to enact these plans years before, but Bepin was always there looking out for him. And I gotta say, man, Bepin really gives off, like, a Professor Snape kind of vibe, you know, from Harry Potter. Like, they gave him an evil appearance. They kind of set him up as a villain. But so far, it turns out that he's been, like, the secret hero in disguise. This show really does that a lot, apparently. But yeah, like, I don't know. Where do you think we're going? Because I don't think Bepin's dead, personally. There's no way. Because we saw in the previous episode that he got sunk into the ground and apparently taken away somewhere. So I don't think he's dead. I think he'll make a return at some point. So let me know what you guys think about that as well. But yeah, guys, I think that'll be it for today's episode. Like I said before, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. If you liked the video, leave a like and all that. I greatly appreciate it, and it shows me that you're rocking with the content. And yeah, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. I do have another thing, actually, for you guys to put in the comments. Like, let me know what other series you want me to do. I know right now we have 2 different ones we're doing, but I kind of want to throw a third one into the mix, you know, so we're not getting a little stale. Because Dress Up Darling is going to end pretty soon, so we kind of need to throw a new series in there. You know, get the fresh blood going. And I got some ideas, but let me know if you guys are interested in something specifically. You know, let me know in the comments. But yeah, guys, I think that'll be it for today. I hope you all have a great day, week, month, and year. And yeah, until next time, deuces, and have a blessed day.